The air crackled with anticipation. The staid regional Nyamirambo, Rwanda's home ground, was a cauldron of noise and color. Rwanda faced Nigeria in a crucial AFCON qualifier. For Rwanda, it was a must-win. They needed a victory to keep their qualification hopes alive. Nigeria, the Super Eagles, were the overwhelming favorites. They boasted a squad brimming with talent and experience. Their history spoke for itself, three-time AFCON champions and constant contenders on the African stage. This match was more than just a game. It was a clash of aspirations. Rwanda, the underdog, dared to dream. Nigeria, the giant, aimed to assert their dominance. The stage was set for a captivating encounter. The tension was palpable, the roar of the crowd was deafening, both teams lined up ready to fight for every inch of the pitch. This was AFCON qualification at its most intense. Rwanda's hopes rested on the shoulders of their captain, Jacques Tuyisenge. The experienced striker possessed a keen eye for goal and a knack for inspiring his teammates. His leadership and attacking prowess would be crucial for Rwanda to unlock Nigeria's solid defense. For Nigeria, the spotlight was on Victor Osimhen. The Napoli striker was in red-hot form, terrorizing defenses in Serie A. His pace, power, and clinical finishing made him a constant threat. Alongside Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze provided creativity and flair on the wing. His trickery and ability to create chances out of nothing made him a nightmare for defenders. These were just a few of the key players on display. Each team possessed a blend of experience and youthful exuberance. The individual battles within the match promised to be as enthralling as the overall contest. The whistle blew, and the match kicked off. Rwanda, fueled by the deafening roar of their home crowd, started brightly. They pressed high, disrupting Nigeria's rhythm and forcing them into mistakes. Their early pressure paid off in the 12th minute. A swift counterattack caught Nigeria off guard. Tuyisenge, leading the charge, timed his run to perfection and slotted the ball past the Nigerian goalkeeper. The stadium erupted in a frenzy of noise and celebration. Nigeria, stunned by the early goal, took some time to find their footing, but as the half wore on, their quality began to show. They started to control possession and probe for an equalizer. Their persistence paid off just before halftime. Osimhen, displaying his predatory instincts, latched onto a through ball and calmly finished past the Rwandan goalkeeper. It was a crucial goal for Nigeria, bringing them back into the game just before the break. The first half ended 1-1. It was a half of two halves. Rwanda's early energy and determination had given them the lead, but Nigeria's quality shone through as they clawed their way back into the match. The second half promised to be a tense affair. The second half began with a more cautious approach from both sides. Nigeria, wary of Rwanda's counterattacking threat, sat deeper and looked to control the tempo of the game. Their midfield trio of Ndidi, Arabo and Edebo effectively screened the defense, limiting Rwanda's space to operate. Nigeria's coach, Gernot Rohr, made a tactical switch that proved decisive. He introduced Samuel Kalu, a pacey winger known for his direct running and crossing ability. Kalu's arrival stretched the Rwandan defense, creating space for Osimhen and Chukwueze to exploit. Rwanda, despite their best efforts, struggled to break down Nigeria's well-organized defense. Their early momentum had waned, and they found it difficult to create clear-cut chances. Nigeria's experience and tactical discipline were beginning to tell. The tactical battle was fascinating to watch. Nigeria, with their superior experience and tactical flexibility, had managed to nullify Rwanda's early threat. The match had become a cagey affair, with both teams wary of making a mistake that could prove costly. Section 5, Second Half Tension, a battle for every inch. The minutes ticked by, and the tension inside the stadium continued to build. Every tackle, every pass, every set piece was met with a roar from the crowd. Rwanda, despite their fading hopes, continued to battle valiantly. They threw bodies forward in search of a winning goal. Nigeria, content with a draw, defended resolutely. Their backline, marshaled by the experienced Leon Balogun, stood firm under intense pressure. They cleared crosses, made crucial interceptions, and put their bodies on the line to protect their goal. As the match entered its final stages, the tension reached fever pitch. Rwanda, knowing that time was running out, poured forward in desperation. Nigeria, sensing an opportunity to catch their opponents on the break, remained dangerous on the counterattack. The final whistle couldn't come soon enough. The second half, while short on goals, had been a captivating display of tactical discipline and sheer determination. The draw felt like a victory for Nigeria, while Rwanda was left to rue their missed opportunities. Section 6, Expert Analysis. Dissecting the key moments and performances. Nigeria's experience and tactical nous proved to be the difference, commented former Nigerian international and renowned football pundit J.J. Okocha. They weathered the early storm and gradually took control of the game. Their defensive solidity was particularly impressive. The stats backed up Okocha's assessment. Nigeria dominated possession, 62% to 38%, and completed significantly more passes, 450 to 280. They also restricted Rwanda to just 2 shots on target, highlighting their defensive discipline. Rwanda's coach, Vincent Mashami, acknowledged the gulf in experience between the two sides. "We showed great spirit and determination, especially in the first half," he said. "But against a team like Nigeria, you need to take your chances. We didn't do that today." The expert consensus was clear. Nigeria had deserved their point, even if it felt more like a victory. Rwanda, despite their best efforts, had fallen short against a superior opponent. The match had been a valuable learning experience for the young Rwandan side. Section 7. The Aftermath. Reactions from the pitch and beyond. As the final whistle blew, the Nigerian players celebrated with relief rather than jubilation. They knew they had been in a battle. Osimhen, who had once again proven his worth with a crucial goal, was quick to praise the Rwandan team. "They made it very difficult for us," he admitted. "They have some very talented players." Rwanda's players, despite the disappointment of not getting the win, left the pitch with their heads held high. They had pushed one of Africa's giants all the way. Their performance had given their fans something to cheer about. On social media, the match generated a flurry of activity. Fans debated the key moments, praised the players, and analyzed the tactical nuances. The consensus was that it had been a thrilling encounter, showcasing the passion and quality of African football. The Rwanda versus Nigeria AFCON Qualifier had been a match to remember. It was a game full of drama, tension, and moments of individual brilliance. More importantly, it was a reminder of the unifying power of football, bringing together fans from all walks of life. Section 8, Rwanda versus Nigeria, a recap and what's next. The 1-1 draw between Rwanda and Nigeria was a microcosm of the unpredictability of AFCON qualifying. Rwanda, the underdog, had given Nigeria, the giant, a real run for their money. The match had been a fascinating tactical battle, full of intensity and drama. For Rwanda, the result was a setback in their quest for AFCON qualification. However, their performance, particularly in the first half, offered encouragement for the future. They had shown that they could compete with Africa's best. Nigeria, on the other hand, took another step towards qualification. Their experience and tactical discipline had seen them through a tricky encounter. However, they knew they would need to improve their performance if they wanted to go all the way in the tournament. The road to AFCON continued. Both teams knew that there were still crucial matches to be played. The race for qualification was far from over. Section 9, your take. Share your thoughts on this AFCON thriller. What did you make of the Rwanda versus Nigeria match? Were you impressed by Rwanda's spirited performance, or do you think Nigeria's experience was the deciding factor? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Did any particular moment stand out for you? Which players impressed you the most? We want to hear from you. Join the conversation and let's dissect this AFCON thriller together. Football is a game of opinions and we value yours. Let's keep the debate going.